short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. Unfortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Prescott off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Room here to run. Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good.
Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson being chased out left.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Falcons 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, he'll buy some time right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's getting it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
He's going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott going to throw deep for the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle
pits as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Offense set at the line for this next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 28.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Final play of the half, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we...
Anyone wanna join CS5 League $10 entry fee.
So the second half begins with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, it's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took it.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 1.
Rashad Bateman
from 17 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Next score, Ravens 42, Falcons 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. To make sure they don't do that again.
Well, let's just go to the football 101. The try.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Atlanta. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way. Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins fighting through. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pitts. How did he stay on his feet? Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first down, Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.